everybody, welcome back to Nerdly Out Loud, the official show of nerdly.co.uk, your favourite British home for all of your news, reviews and exclusive interviews, brought to you by me because I am awesome. We are the home of the big budget, the low budget and the no budget, with a keen particular eye on the lower end of the scale. That is our niche, that's where we live, and it is what we love. I am putting the interviews to the side for another review. You want to talk about low budget? You want to talk about British? Well, we're going to talk about low budget British comedy that I thoroughly enjoyed. I fell in love with, and this thing just made me feel all kinds of good about myself and just made me laugh. And sometimes you just need to laugh. Like, we make great horror, we make great thriller, but we also make great comedy. Me, Myself, and Die is one of those movies. We're going to get into that now in a second, but first of all, I am going to ask you to do all of those lovely things that all these other YouTubers who are bigger than I, better than I, do on their channels. And I'm going to ask you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you hit the notification bell, it will tell you whenever a new video has been released. It may be an awesome review from one of these big budget movies that you love, or one of these low budget movies that you've never seen. It may be an interview with somebody super famous that you could only dream of interviewing. Don't get me wrong, that's never going to happen. But it may be somebody awesome that made a movie that really tickled you and really got you and really hit you where you live. I tend to try and get those kind of guys on because those are the kind of movies I love. So you may have all of that wonderful, awesome, good stuff. There are a lot incoming, and I am working very closely with the Romford Film Festival to bring you more and more of the interviews from the movies that they are showing at their festival. So please do check them out as well. Nerdly, Romford, all good in the hood. However, none of that is for here because this is a review, and we're going to talk about low budget British independent movie Me, Myself, and Die. A movie that just absolutely hit me where I live. I love this film. It's so nice, I guess is a word for it. Feels good, really good acting, and it just did everything for me. So I'm going to follow the normal routine. You may be getting sick of it by now. You may not. You may like the consistency. But I'm going to stick with the normal thing where I will give you a little bit of the story. No spoilers though, and then we will move into the cast, and then I'll talk a little bit about what I love and what I don't love, and then of course I'll wrap it up with the final thoughts and possibly even drop a nerdly rating on it.
Very good, Janet, very good. Everybody look at Janet's hard work.
Steady on her, Janet, you'll rupture something.
Everybody step away from Janet's hard work.
You've never had a boyfriend, have you?
I've always wanted a boyfriend. I've always wanted to find true love.
Time for the charity raffle! We've got some fantastic prizes tonight, including that mega break to Craven's holiday camp in sunny Brill.
I've never went out in your life.
I'm going to take you from stiff to sex siren.
So right out of the gate, we are introduced to Janet. Janet is a young, 20-ish, unlucky in love, Bridget Jones type, trying to find the man of her dreams, but it's not quite happening for her. So she's sort of just going through life, living in a daze, dreaming of something better for herself. Living with her mom and dad and brother, and her brother also has his girlfriend staying with them too. She goes out for a night at the bingo with the family, and they win a prize. More specifically, she wins a prize. And the prize is a trip to Rhyl, which is a lovely place in Wales, I'm told. And it's like a caravan park where they get to go, and hopefully she will find a man when she gets there. In the meantime, she takes the would-be sister-in-law with her for a fun-filled caravan weekend. There's not much else you can say about the story without really giving too much away. And to be honest, there's not much you can give away. It's just a really nice story about going to a caravan park and trying to find love and discovering who you are and discovering who people you thought were something or maybe not. And it's all about that. And it's an engaging story because it's a real story. And if you live in the UK, or I guess anywhere, you can relate to this story. We've all been there. I remember when I was a youngster and I went to a caravan park in Ayr, and I met a girl who I really liked, and, you know, she gave me a handy on the beach. That is one of these stories, and that's why it just totally hits me and just makes me laugh. It makes me smile. Director Chris Green has made an absolute blinder of a film here. Obviously, it's also written by Samantha Lloyd, so she gets a ton of the credit. But where this movie really lives and dies is the performance of Katy Clayton as Janet Brown. Admittedly, I will hold my hands up and I will tell you that I don't know this actress. I've not really seen her in anything. I had a look at filmography and I didn't really see much that I recognized her from, but she is so wonderfully brilliant in this film. Just lovable, likable, just portrays this role to a T. I think this woman, you need to watch out for Katy Clayton. She is going to go places, and if it's comedy that gets her there, awesome. I really want to see what she does next, and I'm definitely going to be diving into her back catalogue to see what else she's got, because she won me. Like, this character won me over straight away. Normally, this is like the Tracy Turnblad character that you find a little bit annoying at the start, and then she grows on you towards the end. But in this, I just loved her from the start, and it might have something to do with the music. Like, it's got like a sort of 80s, 90s score to it. Some lovely sort of synthy stuff, and she starts off by singing happy birthday or miming happy birthday and just steals every single scene she's in. Admittedly, she should, because she is the star of the movie. But I just bought her. I believed her in this role. And when she starts getting the confidence as the movie goes on, the real confidence, not the fake confidence that she has at the start, but as she starts getting the real confidence as the movie goes on, I thoroughly believe that as well. She just embodies everything about it. I love this girl. What an actress. I want to see more of her. She is superb in this movie. On to her co-star, actress Lucy Pinder. You may remember her from the front cover of FHM, Nuts, and all those wonderful lads mags back in the day. But that's not to say that she's not a great actress. She is a really good actress at what she does. I love her in this role. I kind of feel like she's maybe just playing a little bit of Lucy Pinder herself, but that's not a problem for me. She actually gets into the role when she becomes a bit of a bitch, I suppose, and when you're supposed to feel sympathy for the character, she made me feel sympathy for the character, and that, to me, that's job done. You've made me not like you in certain scenes but love you in other scenes. You can't ask for anything else in a supporting actress. Lucy Pinder, I thought you were great in this movie, and of course, like any UK comedy, you have to fill out the roles with some great British extras, and in here you have Larry Lamb, who is a fantastic British actor. You might remember him for EastEnders, or more importantly, Gavin and Stacey. In this, he's only got a very small role. It's more of a cameo, but I loved it. Just seeing him on the screen makes me happy. James Lance is a British comedian that I really enjoy, and in this, he is ham on cheese on ham on cheese. He is just hamming this role up to the heavens, and I loved it. It was great. Like, that is the kind of guy you expect to see when you go to a holiday camp, like the entertainer guy, and he's clearly been doing it for years. It's clearly his holiday park, and he just loves what he does. He's playing up the allo sort of thing, and he's sending himself up quite a bit. I was really into it, and you get the sleazy vibe. So yeah, I thought James Lance did a really good job here. And then, of course, you have to have the romantic male lead, Tyger Drew Honey, who plays John Craven. He's wonderful as well. Unrecognizable, because I've seen this guy in quite a few things. Like, not massive roles, but I've seen him do stuff, and I recognized him from that. Like, he's kind of unrecognizable a little bit in this, because he's wearing the big geeky glasses, he's playing like a stutterer, he's doing all that good stuff, but he was pretty solid as well. So the things I love about this movie I pretty much have already said. I think the cast is brilliant. I think the story is wonderful. I think it's beautifully shot. A caravan in Wales looking gorgeous like this, so that was a big, you know, you've done brilliant there. Really, really just enjoyed this movie for what it was, and it made me laugh, it made me chuckle, it made me feel good inside, and I got to find Katy Clayton, who's just an incredible actress on her way. I can't wait to see what she does next. Can't wait to see where this career goes. And if I had to come up with any sort of negatives, it is on the poster, you have Will Mellor. So you have Katy Clayton, Tyger Drew Honey, you got all these different names, Larry Lamb, Melanie Harris, you got all these different names, and then you throw in Will Mellor. So I was kind of waiting to see Will Mellor. He pops up for literally all of 10 seconds. That's it. I'm a fan of Will Mellor. I like Will Mellor. But if you're only going to use him for 10 seconds, my advice would be maybe just don't use him, I guess. That's harsh. But you know what? That is a nitpick, because it was great to see him, even if it was just popping his head through the door. And I guess it gives you that moment of, oh, it's Will Mellor. It's a very, very small nitpick, and we can move on, and I hope the filmmakers don't hate me forever. So all in all, I am going to drop a very, very respectable 4 on this movie. It's a great, great British comedy. It does everything right. Very little things are done wrong. Everything makes sense. All the characters are kooky, quirky, they have their own little things, and I genuinely loved it. The only thing that really brought it down a little bit for me was towards the end, we get this kind of Bollywood dance routine, which is fine, I guess. I didn't mind it, and it carries on into the end credits, which I did like that bit, and they kind of set it up right at the start and then pay it off at the end. You know what? That's a shitty nitpick. 4.5. That's it. 4.5. I'm not knocking it down for that because it was quite fun. And if I did that, I'd have to knock Clerks 2 down for that stupid Michael Jackson song in the middle. 4.5. Me, Myself, and Die. Director Chris Green. I will be looking out for your next project, and I can't wait to see what comes next with you guys. Katy, Clayton, I will be keeping a keen eye. Lucy, Pinder, you have won me over. So yeah, if you liked all this, I will be back with another review, another interview. But please do like, subscribe, ding the bell. You'll get a notification. It'll let you know when I'm out. This has been Nerdly Out Loud, the official channel of nerdly.co.uk, your favourite British home for all your news, reviews, and interviews. And I am going to leave right now, so see you later.